Welcome to the second episode of Bubble Crossed. Today I have something a little different for you. Something you may, even if you are already making your own sodas, may not have considered. After a recent trip to the dollar store, I picked up a few interesting things there, and one of them was this Tampico Tropical Punch. Don't know if that will focus on that, but I'm trying. This is the cherry orange pineapple version. I don't have the bottle to show you because I had a little space crisis in my fridge and had to decant into smaller bottles, but I did save the label so that I can read you the ingredients. Now what this is, if you're not familiar with it, is a juice drink. It's not actually, let's see, I think I saw on here 1% juice. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, less than 1% juice it says, so don't get your hopes up for the nutrition value. Which reminds me, something I wanted to address before I go any further in this series. You will not hear me judging or slamming or promoting anything for its health values, so to speak, simply because soda is different things to different people. For some people, it's a once-a-month indulgence. For other people, it's an everyday thing. And there's nothing wrong with any of that. I'm actually very against the camp that likes to assign a moral value to a food, regardless of whether they're doing it, for, health reasons or what. Food is not moral. Food is just calories. That's all it is. So please don't, that's my cat, please don't let anyone tell you differently. And, I mean, obviously, by extension, drinks are the same. They're just calories. Calories in, calories out. There's a lot more to it than that. But anyway, point being, I'm not going to say that, oh, you shouldn't drink this because it's junk. It's just sugar water. No. Drink it. Enjoy it. It's calories. Calories are good for you. They help you run your body. Now, for those of you who are interested in the ingredients, I'm going to bust out with my magnifier here to help me out because it's pretty small print. The ingredients are water, high fructose corn syrup, citric acid, corn oil, interesting that, food starch modified, potassium citrate, xanthan gum, ascorbic acid, which is vitamin C, potassium sorbate, which is a preservative, sodium citrate, orange juice from concentrate, malic acid, natural and artificial flavors, sucralose, yes, that's an artificial flavor, or an artificial sweetener, I'm sorry, acesulfame potassium, which is also an artificial sweetener, FD&C Red 40, cherry juice from concentrate, EDTA, which is another preservative, pineapple juice from concentrate, and neotame, which is another artificial sweetener. Now, what those artificial sweeteners do is they get you a juice drink that is a lot lower calorie than most juice drinks. In this case, 8 fluid ounces has 60 calories. So, that's what that is now. I looked up Tampico on the web, and as a company, they've been around since 1989, and they have grown from a tiny little thing to a huge multinational distributorship. Their main focus is on these punch-type drinks, and one thing you will come to know about me is I find almost any kind of punch irresistible. I have to at least try it, and often I quite like it. So, in that vein, I'm going to taste this first as a uncarbonated drink, and then I'm going to let y'all know what happens when I carbonate it. Now, I obviously have already done that. Like I said, I had to decant them into smaller bottles because the big bottle I bought was not fitting in my fridge so well. Also, as I mentioned, I bought this myself with my own money at the dollar store. Not a sponsor. Okay, so let's get this rolling. Get my notes out here. First thing you can see is it's got this pleasant pink punch color. And as labeled, it has, like I said, cherry, orange, and pineapple. Now the cherry is very upfront, as one might expect from the pink color. The orange is also quite detectable. The pineapple is there, but it's almost like an aftertaste. Now, one thing that I'm noticing about this is that it is considerably thicker or syrupier than an average soda would be. It's also not clear. It's got this cloudiness to it, which I would attribute to ingredients like the modified food starch and the xanthan gum. Xanthan gum especially tends to thicken things, but depending on how much starch is in it, and it is one of the first few ingredients, that could be doing it as well. That said, they don't seem to change the flavor at all. It's still, I don't know, it's pretty much what you might expect from a dollar store juice drink. It's sweet. It's refreshing. It's a little bit syrupy. One nice thing though, I'm not detecting the artificial sweeteners. They're not standing out to me the way they often do. Alright, I'm gonna, oh, what the heck, I'll just drink the last little bit here. Now, I'm going to give this the full carbonated review. Now, bear in mind, I carbonated this myself, which means it's going to be really fizzy. I like things really fizzy. Also, just to show you, these cute little bottles, I buy them at Walmart. It's the Great Value brand of club soda. It's an 8.5 ounce bottle. It is absolutely perfect for carbonating small batches, small taste test batches like this, or of anything really. I love them. I reuse them over and over and over again. Just wash them out and reuse them. So there again, not a sponsor, but I really like these little bottles. You could also, if you're a glass purist, I know that, I think it's Canada Dry, that puts out little, I don't know if they're 8 ounces or 10 or 12, but similarly sized bottles of club soda and whatnot in glass with the same lid. The lid size is the important thing for my particular carbonation rig, at least. Alright, so here we go. Decanting. Not really any head. Well, it comes up with a wee teeny little head. I don't know if you can see that. But it's very coarse bubbles in the head, so it's not lasting very long. Let me tell you. Excuse me. Here come the burps. This is it's the greatest thing to find something that tastes good when it's, you know, not carbonated, and then you carbonate it and it's just out of this world. The extra tang and carbonic acid from the fizz is just awesome. And I did give these a 15-minute finish in the freezer to, excuse me, make sure that they hold their carbonation as long as possible and stay nice and cool for taste testing. Alright, so my notes tell me I need to talk about, well, we've already covered the scent. It smells like a fruit punch. We've already covered the fact that it does remain pretty true to the labeling, which is nice. The cherry, pineapple, and orange. Although, in tasting it carbonated, the cherry is still at the front, but the orange and the pineapple seem to get more mixed together. That's another thing that I love about carbonating something that doesn't come carbonated, is it can actually change the way that the various flavors hit your palate and result in a quite different thing. Now the bubbles, I make things really fizzy. You can't see that because it's a cloudy thing. And here again, yeah, the flavors are definitely not what I would call natural. but the artificial sweeteners are not jumping out and biting me, which is very nice. I don't hate diet sodas. I'm diabetic, so technically I'm supposed to drink them more often than I do. But I do have a sensitivity to aspartame in particular, and I think acetylfame K or acetylfame potassium will give me a similar issue, although I've never pushed it. But it's not enough to keep me from drinking them and tasting them, so. Obviously, I can't rate them on the fizziness, but I did a great job of making it very fizzy. Another thing is the carbonation helps cut through some of the syrupiness. It's still there. It still obviously coats the palate, but it's not as pronounced on the front end, let's put it that way. So yeah, all in all, I'm actually quite pleased with this particular experiment. Excuse me. If you like fruit punch drinks, I would absolutely recommend that you try carbonating one once in a while, if you have that ability. Obviously, that only works if you have the kind of rig that can carbonate things which are already flavored. I will go into some detail about what kind of rigs those are here in the coming weeks. And yeah, even if you don't get this particular one, this Tampico Tropical Punch, which they have quite a few. They've got a blue raspberry punch, they've got a green kiwi strawberry punch. You know, if plain tropical doesn't float your boat, check out your local dollar store or your grocery store. A lot of grocery stores carry this as well, although they carry it in gallons. But yeah, check out your local dollar store and see what you can get. Yeah, just basically don't, this particular thing, obviously if you're working with a different fruit punch, it wouldn't apply, but with this particular one, don't expect it to be liquidy, as watery as a regular soda, because it has those thickeners in it, which actually, if I'm honest, seems to make the bubbles a little less obvious. They're very there, but it's hard to describe how they change the feel on the palate. Just have to try it for yourself, I guess. So, that is all for today. I thank you for watching. And, oh yeah, pairings. Gosh, what would you pair this with? You know, honestly, I'm going to say chicken nuggets. Because, you know, it's a nice, I don't want to say immature, but kid-style drink. And chicken nuggets are a great kid-style meal. So, and they would definitely, the sweet and the salty would definitely go great together. Yeah. So, give it a shot if you can. Thank you for watching. And thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing. And I will be back soon with another episode. Y'all have a great day.